is right there in the book of Moses. If a man takes his brother's wife, it is impurity. He has uncovered his brother's nakedness. They shall be childless.
I understand it's against the law of Moses, but I'm here for bigger purposes than the breaking of rules.
You minimize incest?
Of course not.
What if the laws of Moses will be minimized?
All of this will be addressed. I'm not ready to get into the specifics.
You appear to be not ready to get into the specifics of a lot of things. For instance...
Stay on topic. The romantic lives of rulers and kings has been and always will be of enormous fascination to people. It was covered at length in Torah. I don't see why you feel the need to focus on it now.
He's a client king, or tetrarch, or whatever. He's one of us, and he's unlawful. I am not afraid of him. He may not be as bad as his father, but he is still bad. I'm gonna march straight into his court, and I'm gonna tell him to his face. My followers will love it.
You do know how that's going to end, don't you?
I get arrested all the time. It's what radicals do. I'll be fine. Herod is afraid of me. The people hold me to be a prophet. Some say Elijah himself.
Maybe not the Elijah, but we both know of the Elijah-ness of your role.
Do we? Because I'm beginning to wonder why you're taking this so slow. Why you're always running away after performing miracles. Tell me, why do you always go off to these desolate places?
I need solitude. I'm working on something. A sermon. A big one.
Oh. You're the planning type. I always say the first thing that comes to my mind. In preaching and in life.
Yes, I remember from the time you started talking. And I heard about that brood of vipers comment. That was classy. Do you know how the poets say vipers are born?
Yes, they hatch inside their mothers and eat their way out, killing their mothers in the process. I thought it was a pretty good line.
Yes, but no one wants to be accused of killing their Ima.
Yeah, well, I'm not here to make friends with religious leaders. And judging by that stunt you pulled on the Sabbath, neither are you. Are you really gonna be nice to these people?
I suppose not. Just be careful.
Now is not the time to be careful. 30 years you've been here.
David was a shepherd and in the wilderness and on the run for 30 years before he became king.
Yes, and then he ruled for 40 years. He killed a bunch of people, made horrible mistakes, and then he died in bed with a teenager he was not married to.
Maybe not the best analogy, but also she was there to keep him warm.
I know.
Everyone knows.
I know what you mean. But what I'm saying is, taking all this time, telling all these stories, I must confess, I'm eager for you to get to the point.
Look, I'm going to tell stories that make sense to some people, but not to others. And that's just how it's going to be.
I get it. It's not like I'm preaching stories for children either. It's becoming real, isn't it? Everything we've prepared for.
It is.
I mean, it's always been real, but it's one thing to preach about it. To hear my Abba's prophecy growing up and your Ima's song. But it's heavy when it becomes real. No? Do you feel ready?
I'm always ready to do my Father's will. But that doesn't make it easy.
Listen, I was rude to you before. But it's only because we go back so far and I can tease a bit. But you know that my heart is yours. My life is yours. The sole reason why I was miraculously conceived by two old people was to pave the way for you. I'm just impatient for you to get to work.
I understand. and I'm grateful for your part. You have done God's work, albeit in a unique way.
Guilty as charged. It's perhaps a poor choice of words.
Perhaps.